Yeah.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And here we are, well over a year into this new administration, this new Labour government, and it is clear that they have fundamentally
Buckle up, folks, and because today's debate in Parliament turned into a political firefight. 1 year into Labour's administration, and the opposition isn't pulling punches. We're talking accusations of economic mismanagement, property seizures and tax hikes that could hit families and businesses hard.
Oh, and wait until you hear the fireworks over council tax and business rates. It's pure political theatre. Let's dive into the chaos.
Managed the economy in their first year of office. And what do we see, Madam Deputy Speaker? Borrowing costs up, growth flatlining, taxes rising, and businesses, Madam Deputy Speaker, being absolutely hammered. And to fix this mess to the tune of 50 billion, who knows what it might be, Labour are now threatening to hike taxes on anyone that they haven't already squeezed in submission already. And it is clear, Madam Deputy Speaker, that they are coming after your property. Yes. If it wasn't enough for Labour to literally legislate to compulsory purchase your garden, your home, by giving local authorities and Natural England more power through the Planning and Infrastructure Bill to compulsory acquire it, not at market value, but at a disregarded value relating to agricultural property value if it's a farm. If they don't manage to grab it, Madam Deputy Speaker, they're certainly intending on...
Now pause right there. Did you catch that? The MP is essentially accusing Labour
of plotting a full-scale raid on property owners and family businesses. This is a classic opposition move. Paint Labour as the tax-and-grab government. But let's be real. Compulsory purchase powers and inheritance tax relief changes aren't exactly new to British politics. Still, the drama is effective, and here's the real question for you watching at home. Do you buy this narrative of Labour strangling business growth, or is this just political theatre designed to rile up the base? Drop your take in the comments. Who do you think is winning this clash?
Taxing it. And if this tax on your home or your garden wasn't bad enough, Labour are also coming after your business. Through the changes to inheritance tax relief, agricultural property relief and business property relief, this government has destroyed one of the very sole business environments that our communities, our businesses rely on. The ability to pass an asset on to your next generation and be able to earn an income from it. Across my constituency, we've seen soft furniture makers like Fiberline, to brewers, from farmers to hotels, to those involved in the hospitality sector, that have all actively taken the decision to slow the amount of investment that they're willing to put in to the growth of their own businesses. Why? Because of the threats that are coming out from the previous government's budget back in October last year, the Labour government's budget, and the budget that is coming forward down the line. I will give way.
I'm very grateful. He's making a powerful speech on this, but he mentioned the hospitality sector. Does he recognise that the government's cruel decision to reduce the discount for business rates discount for the hospitality sector from 75% to 40% doesn't sound too bad? It's actually an increase of tax of 140% on struggling hospitality sector. What does he think impact that has on future investment plans?
Well, my honourable friend makes an absolutely valid point, because many of our family businesses, whether it's in the hospitality sector or others, are actively withholding a level of investment that they want to, their business to grow and thrive. And, Madam Deputy Speaker, I've spoken to many farming businesses, many family businesses within my constituency who have worked out what their BPR or their APR liability is likely to be.
And here comes the knockout punch. Council tax and business rate relief cuts. Nothing gets voters more fired up than bills going up. The Speaker hammers home local frustrations, 10% tax hikes, stalled businesses, and the dreaded revaluations. It's sharp political framing. Labour as the party making life harder in every corner of the country. But let's flip it. Does the opposition actually have a clear alternative plan, or are they just slamming Labour without offering solutions? That's the crux of it. And honestly, who do you think came out on top in this back and forth Labour defending policy, or the opposition hammering them Let us know down below.
Over a 10-year plan going forward, and therefore holding that level of investment back that they may have to give to the Chancellor, and not investing it for the future growth of their business. And, Madam Deputy Speaker, that is not good for the health of the communities and the businesses that we represent. And then there's council tax, Madam Deputy Speaker, with the looming threat that council tax revaluations are going to potentially come down the line, raising the council tax liability on many of those constituents, with properties potentially moving into higher tax bands. For Bradford residents, Madam Deputy Speaker, which includes those residents across Keighley, Ilkley, Sills and the Wirth Valley, we've already had our council tax raised by 10% already. And this is a threat that this Labour government is now putting on, with council tax increasing. And then there is business rate relief being cut, impacting many of our businesses. And, Madam Deputy Speaker, whilst there is threats coming down the line of this revaluation process taking place, I want to raise the case of the Valuation Office. Just this morning I spoke to the Rock family, who have developed Providence Park in Keighley with a huge amount of public funding going into this project, now being told, despite having this project completed in its construction phase in April earlier this year, that the Valuation Office, despite an application being submitted, is not even progressing with providing what the business rate liability will be. So therefore, the Rock family are not able, as easily as they wish, being able to let those business premises. So I asked the Minister, sat there, what is he doing right now to put pressure on the Valuation Office to get a grip, to pull their finger out on and get these rates looked at, not just for Providence Park, but for those many businesses up and down the country that are struggling to get a level of understanding from the Valuation Office right now. Madam Deputy Speaker, this debate is about property taxes. We know that this government has an indication that they are going to come for property owners in this budget that's coming down the line. They've indicated that already in the previous budget through the changes to inheritance tax. This government must change course for the health, for the good of the economic prosperity of our country. Yeah.
So, what did we learn from this fiery Commons debate? The opposition framed Labour as tax-happy, anti-business and out of touch with struggling families, while Labour will argue these measures are tough medicine to fix the economy. The clash over council tax, inheritance relief and property rights is only going to get nastier as the budget looms. And trust me, this battle over who shoulders Britain's financial burden is far from over. If you found this debate as explosive as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping UK political breakdowns.